Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's your Hibiscus and I'm back with another video. In today's video, we have company and we have with us.
Hi guys, I'm Chelsea and I also have a YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Esther's gonna put it somewhere right here.
Yep.
So go check it out.
So, in today's video, we are going to basically have a little chit chat with you guys and we're going to be talking about our daily life, our friendship, school, and all the drama that comes with Cuba. Okay? So, for those of you who don't know, we are actually international students in Cuba studying, and this idea came to me today. Like, why not tell the people them some of the fun things that happen, the crazy things that happen as well, and give you know a little backstory of everything. Then in mind, we would have experienced different things,
Yeah,
right?
because we started off in two different places.
Right. So there are persons out there who would experience different things.
Yeah, because
You know?
there's a bunch of different places that you start off from.
And Cuba itself is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Definitely
So
something.
we can basically start off with our daily lives. So as you know, from Monday to Friday we have school, and we go to school every day. And school itself is another whole different drama. For me, let me tell you something I face. Transportation is my biggest problem because Cuba, the transportation is really, really bad. So if you have class at 8 o'clock, best leave out at 6 o'clock if you want to meet class.
And really and truly, Esther can't leave out at 6 o'clock because Esther does not like being outside in the dark.
Once
So
outside dark, you not
not
catch me.
here.
So you wanna leave out early, early, early. And now that we're talking about this, I remember when I was living in New Vedado. Guys, me tell you, I never know how to take Makina. For those of you who don't know Makina, Makinas are basically public cars.
Yeah, like regular transportation that you would have, like taxis in your country that
Yeah.
you would wave down.
Right.
And then you have like the guagua,
Guagua.
which is like the bus system.
I'm gonna try to insert some pictures of them so you would have an idea what we are talking about. So I didn't know how to take guagua, right? So people may tell us I leave out my house at 4:30 in the morning.
For real?
Yes. At the time it was me and my housemate. I'm not gonna call her name, but and even leaving out at 4:30, we would walk to the bus stop and we would be there waiting for hours. And the bus will come 7:30, but because the bus 51 at the time, it was P51, we would be there. And me late for school, no?
And it takes like a bunch of stuff because there's like a bus stop like probably like
Every 5 minutes or something like that.
every few minutes.
And remember, the P51 basically start from the end of the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it comes right.
It goes back up to like far up in her playa, like up at 100 and stuff.
So imagine me leaving my house at 4:30 in the morning and I have class for 8:30 and I'm still late.
Guys, I don't even wake up I don't even wake up 4:30 in the mornings, much less to wake up before that to go and take a bus. Are you crazy?
No, it was that bad. Until eventually I got to know how to take the Makina from New Verado to 51 at the military.
Also, you have to take one from there to Sigara?
No, take out from where I was living, right in New Verado. Come to the main road, take one from there, go to the military, and then walk over to Sigara.
The next road. I forgot. Yeah,
that was how bad it was. But then I was able to maneuver the transport there until eventually I moved. Due to certain reasons, I had to move out.
Drama.
That's a whole other drama and a story time if you want.
And the funny thing about it, it was the best move because she lives so much closer. She doesn't have to walk far, just to the next street, take a makina to Sigara and then go to school. So it's really convenient, to be honest.
Well, for Chelsea, the transportation is way good.
Okay, let me just say this. Yes, I do take Alanave to school, which is like a Cuban Uber. But the reason why I have to take it
is because of where you're living.
Yeah, where I live. Like, okay, for instance, guys, how you catch a makina is on the main road only. So you'd have to take a makina from wherever you live to like either Copelia if you're from like Old Havana to Sigara and then Sigara to wherever you're going. I don't live on the main road at all. I basically this is the main road straight up. I
Just a
live
little harder than this.
yeah, like I live way down in the street, and the street that I live on I'm still not on the secondary main road. So I would still have to walk a good little distance to that secondary main road, get a makina or a taxi. And to be honest, Esther and I have been on that street so many times to try and catch makinas, and it's so hard.
It's very
Imagine
difficult.
early in the morning I would have to take a makina and then to the
That means you
main
would have to
road.
go to that main road, take a
Yeah.
machina to 31,
And
and
then
then from
from
31 to
to Sigera,
Sigera, and then
then
from
to
Sigera
imagine
to,
I would never reach the school.
you know, when they come, the teacher will say, no, you can't
And I
enter.
don't even think I would even make it to the first session because it's so hard.
I believe about 1 o'clock. That's why transportation is a big problem for us
Yeah.
compared to where, coming from St. Vincent, where transportation is different.
We have
So,
family that can take us, everywhere.
yeah,
So it's so much more convenient.
right. That's one thing. So,
Mm.
apart from that, so with this, the school, the daily life, transportation.
Is the first task of the day.
The second task we're gonna talk about is that the fact that light affects everything.
Apagones.
It affects everything. It affects the signal, so you can't really use a cell phone if you're using data.
Mhm.
What else it affects?
And the thing is, guys, not only that, but we have bad signal in our apartments
Yes,
already. So
in
when light is
Playa,
gone, it's just horrible.
right. So when light gone, way the signal bad. In my apartment, there's no gas. Me
But the thing
can't
is,
cook.
when she doesn't have light, at least okay, she doesn't have gas that time. I don't have gas majority of the time, and it was fixed for a temporary period in time. But literally right now, I don't even have gas. It's really bad, and it's getting worse. So I bought a hot plate, but when I don't have light, I can't use the hot plate. So it's just really a hit or miss if I have it or not.
No, with the light situation, they have a schedule, but people may tell us that Cuba not stick to schedule. They would say so basically they divide the place into blocks.
Mhm.
So you have block 1 up to block 6. And they would say, okay, for example, block 6, your light is scheduled from 4 to 8. Before 4 o'clock your light are going.
And then the thing is,
And it a come
after
back
eight.
late. You know what pissed me off
After eight
yesterday?
o'clock.
Light never come back till after 11 last night. And like went well early before the time that was scheduled. That's how it's really bad.
Actually, guys, today you guys are really lucky to actually see us doing this video right now because my light was scheduled to go away at what 4,
Mm-hmm.
and it's what 4:07 now, and my light went away at 9 something this morning and came back like after 2.
After 2 minutes, it's
Yeah,
here.
after 2. So we're not even sure if it's gonna go away right now. We're just hoping so we can finish this video real fast, but that's definitely an issue. But I just want to add, even though we do have this light issue, it's very stressful, but it's not like world ending. Would I say that? It's not the
It's
end
not
of the
that, yeah.
world. Like because we have these little things called a
Generator or
little
something?
mini generator that we can plug in our Wi-Fi on, so we get service and charge our phones and devices. And it also has a solar attachment,
Mm-hmm.
so it really doesn't affect us
Too
that
bad, right?
much.
But at the same time, too, with the whole life situation, I had was to learn to adapt to I had to change my whole study schedule because I think I study best at night when the place is quiet. But when nighttime come, it's dark, and the only thing that's
You're gonna have two little
so even
candles
though
or
we have the
LED lamp.
generator, sometimes you don't get the feeling of light.
No, you don't. It just you know that you have Wi-Fi plugged in, and that's pretty much it. But all you have to do is just really light some candles, turn on a LED light or a flashlight. And I study like late in the night. Like I still study in the daytime to the evening time. Early
Mm-hmm.
nighttime, like around 8 o'clock. I prefer to study past 8 o'clock, like probably like 9 to like 4 o'clock. I feel like I'm more productive that time. But I've been trying to change it and like start writing notes early in the day because really and truly, guys, I can't do it when light is gone because you want to see me with the little candle right in front of my laptop and then the book, and it's just it's not a sight
And
to behold.
the funny thing with the candle situation is that by the time you don't write note, you don't burn 3 and 4
No,
candles.
no, for real, because the Cuban candles, them burn so
Small.
fast. Like one candle probably lasts, I don't like half an hour,
If for so long.
if
You know?
that long.
No, let's
So
talk about one thing that is affecting, and I know this one doesn't really affect Chelsea,
just
the bank situation.
oh yeah.
So Cuba don't have Western Union, right? So for me to get money, my dad would add it to my Visa card in my St. Vincent, and there's this guy send it to and whatever. Now I had create a Cuban account that the Cuban guy would send the money to, and guys, me tell you say, at this point, as we speak, the ATM employer, like the ones that are close to my house, they don't have ATM. They don't have money. And there are times when you go to the ATM, there is light, but there's no money. And then time when you go and there is no light. So when there is no light, say the
You
ATM
can't
is
get
not
no
functioning.
money, yeah.
And the funny thing is, going to the ATM too is that it's the long line. The Cuban them just piss me off, you see people.
And then the thing is, they are so strict with certain things because when you go up to the any lines in general, you always have to ask Ultimo,
Mm-hmm.
the last person in the line. And sometimes
Them
you will
never
see
farm
the
no line, because
exactly you will
all
see
over the
the line,
place.
and then when you ask Ultimo, the person said, "Oh, over there, all the way over there," and there's so much other people in front of them. It's so frustrating.
And the annoying thing with that for me is that sometimes you go to the ATM, let's say, because for the ATM, right, the amount per day is like 30,000 pesos,
Which is
which
like equivalent
to
to
100 USD right now, or a little more,
probably like 75.
75
Yeah,
USD.
because $100 is like 40,000 pesos.
Okay, let's round it up to 75 USD,
75.
right? But because the ATM doesn't have money and you decide to join the bank line, you only can allow 10,000 pesos. But the last time I go to the tell me why them broke it down to 5,000 pesos.
And 5,000 pesos can't do anything.
Like a pasta chicken, a 10-pound chicken is basically 3,700.
It's not. That's not even the most realistic part, Esther spends that. If she's going to school strictly, I don't think that can carry her to school for the
For the
week.
week, no. Because for the months, I think for the month, basically my transportation is basically 16,000 pesos. Between 16 to 18,000 pesos.
Exactly based on like the
Taxi.
the drive that she
Because
gets.
right now, the taxi rate is actually going up, Because I used to pay 100 pesos from my house to cigarette. No, what them tell me 150.
Esther don't want to hear that, She legit doesn't want to hear that. I remember when the man say, oh, how much is it? When somebody, she was, how would I say? She was on her way home with some of her classmates and stuff. And normally Esther pays 100 pesos, and the classmates took out 150.
No, I think the girl go ask so much. Like for me, when I go to the taxi, I ask
She
so
just
much.
give them the money and then just take it.
The girl gonna ask so much, and the man say 150. It piss me off, that's why I say when I go home now, I try pick chances to just go by myself. You understand? Because you see people ask price, it now go work out for me. And if I let Chelsea try it, Chelsea would have to give up my 50 pesos.
Yeah, that's true. I do it sometimes for you because sometimes it's I laugh so much. I just do it for you. But you know what's the funny thing? You remember the person that you went home with one day? Esther went home with this girl one day, and the price that they did just hurt Esther feelings because she never want to pay so much money. And to be honest, the price is kind of outrageous for you.
Why am I tell you say the taxi fares these days is just not taxing for me.
It's a lot. And then to be honest, guys, when you're going to the bank and stuff like that, because Esther always, we
Always
talk
messing up
about it all the time.
Always.
And then sometimes, like the other day when you went to the ATM and it was pension day, and she was at the front of the line, and they made like 10 people go in front of her, 10 old people, and it's like they didn't even want to serve her. The lady at the bank,
she was so rude. Imagine me say morning, buenos dias. She not me say buenos dias, and then she was like buenos dias.
Go up to her, say it to me, say the lady.
Buenos dias.
She
literally watched me,
I can't keep a straight face, but the lady was just looking at you.
And then me say buenos dias harder.
And she still never said nothing.
Why me tell us the Cubans rude, you
You
see?
know when she did
But
say
I
something
guess
now, when she said it's the bank
when she
account.
check me account, people tell me why say she want to smile and talk to me.
Start acting start. Yeah, they done that beat.
Yeah, she want to probably live no.
It was so
I was
funny.
so
But to be
bye.
honest, I keep on touching this. I'm sorry guys if you're hearing at the background. But it's kind of funny because I feel like she thought Esther was gonna tip her because when
No,
Esther
but
showed me her bank account, Esther put my money in there for real.
no, but me look like some me broken now, you know that? Me look like
Because
a
Esther ever go to
homeless
when
woman.
Esther go to the market, she doesn't care. Or the bank. To be honest, we don't care.
Me
It's only
just
when we go out
homeless.
and some days
The
when
reason
we
why I
put
just
together at
homeless
school.
and try to blend in with the Cubans because me feel like say they overcharge me the thing them. Like
They do that. They do that
so you
for
see when
that.
I go back, if me go, especially if I'm going to the market, people say me just like me not know nobody. Me look like me not have no money.
I
That's
always
it.
put on my shorts and just regular clothes like to look
Mm.
general. But it's true that they do overcharge us because they've done it to Esther on numerous occasions,
Why?
especially when she compares it with her Cuban neighbor.
No, seriously. I well, like when after going to the market and I go home, sometimes I'm corresponding with my neighbor and I would ask her like how much up because there was one time, right? There's this guy that normally passed through my village. We would call him village or let's say street, right? He was selling mints and stuff like that.
Rosemary and
Rosemary.
stuff.
And people me tell me, my neighbor just go down and buy mints, right? For
100
100
pesos.
pesos. Tell me now, when I see she was telling me that the guy is out there, whatever, and if I want, I was like, okay, yeah, me really want some mint. People me tell us, the man charged me 200 pesos.
Like it might not sound like a drastic difference in them, but it's just the fact that because he realized that she was
Why?
Esther never buy it. You did buy
Me
it?
did buy him, but me say me never me. I know the man just pass. All if I want the mint, I don't buy.
Yeah, I
Him
can't do
too
it there now.
full.
They're awful for you. It's crazy. But anyways, guys. So next thing now, what else?
What's one funny? Or should I? Is it funny?
Mm.
Okay. Share one of your crazy experience in Cuba.
Boy, I forgot to think about that one a little bit. Um, I don't know if it's necessarily crazy, crazy, but there was this one time when I was taking like a Wawa. We were going. It was a bunch of us back in the day, and we were going to Central Habana, and basically we would live half an hour, more than half an hour, maybe 45 minutes from where we lived to Central Habana. So we were taking the Wawa because it was a bunch of us and we didn't know how to take La Naves and La Nave didn't operate that far
Right. It just
into Habana del Este at the time. So we took the Wawa and everything. So I was standing at the front of the bus, right, with some other people behind me. And some men were coming. They were also like, how would I say it? The show not the chauffeur. Like the people that take the money or stuff like that. Sometimes
conductors,
yeah,
like more conductors.
conductors. He was something like that. But it wasn't officially, but he was helping people to come out and stuff like that. And two of the men were in front of me, but in the buses, guys, people pack you like sardines. So you're literally just like if me and Esther in the taxi,
Listen,
and then
and
we
this is
have
even
our
still
bags.
too much.
We have our bags in front of us, but at the time we didn't. But I'm just saying, like the space is very restrictive. So can you imagine? I have my little purse right here, and there's nothing to even give me any extra space. So the people are in front of me like this. And in there was so hot. The AC doesn't work in there.
No,
And
natural
this is the
air.
man
In my blood brace, girl.
blow breeze in my face, and he was asking me for my number, and it was just a lot. And I was just so uncomfortable because he was literally, like when someone, yes, you're in
My
front of me, he's
invader
not
space.
exactly because he's purposely just pushing up on me and then blowing in my face. And then I think he was
Sure.
like, I don't even know, hola. And then he was just like, I think he was like, está bien, me gusta, or something do you like it? Is it okay?
Sure, to
And
get
I was
natural
just
breeze
like,
though.
at the time, my Spanish was really bad, so I understood what he was saying, but to be honest, I didn't want anything weird to happen, so I was just like,
You know,
I was so scared.
that Gragwa situation, the girl, we had one experience one time coming from New Verado,
Mhm.
right? So like from when I leave New Verado, coming down to the you call it the zoo. It's
Mhm.
downhill. You're going. So, girl, the how the guagua is packed, guys. Here I am standing, a man in front of me, one behind of me, one to my left, and an old woman to my right. No, it was better for me to stand this way because it would have like the spacing.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's better like the spacing was just perfect this way. And
Because if you
girl,
set yourself in a certain way, they just feel like okay, it's okay, and they'll
and then
just
pick up
start,
more
you know.
people and
But
stuff.
like when you kind of keep a little firm distance to give yourself
Chelsea,
space, it don't
no
really
form distance now that work for me at this time.
do.
Because tell me why? Because we're going downhill now. The chauffeur, the
Mhm.
driver, was basically pressing brakes. Tell me why? Listen, at this point, guys, media thank God to me short. The man in front of me coming like he want to kiss me. My foot up my hand. That is not even the guy behind me now. When the man press brake to him, like if him a come, and I said,
No,
Jesus,
but
if
the
I
thing
think
is,
from me,
I remember when Esther was telling me that, and the man's body is literally smushed
listen,
onto Esther, and
it
even
was the
when the taxi,
awkward, it's the awkward, behind for me,
and even when the taxi went on the level, the man never moved.
listen,
It's a bunch of things happened because I remember this time when I was
he said,
leaving Central Havana
Jesus.
to go to Vistamar when I used to live there. And tell me why the man came into the bus but he wasn't inside fully, and the chauffeur closed the bus door
Oh
and the
my.
man's leg was outside. And the man was like, chauffeur. And the chauffeur was just like driving, and
I'm
he
not here.
drove from the last stop that the man came in on straight to the next stop. Straight to the next stop in the guys. And the crazy part about it, the only time we opened the door was when people came. Like when we
So
stopped,
he
there was
put that
no
up.
one really right at the bus stop. But when they started coming up, he opened it. And then the people around him were saying, chauffeur, stop. And we were going underneath that tunnel because when you're leaving Central Havana, you have to go
And then
underneath
the
the
tunnel.
tunnel, and the tunnel is dark. And the man's foot, I'm not talking like his toe is squeezed in there. I'm talking like the man is, I don't even know to
Actually,
say,
if
but
I
like
mean,
his
knee out.
knee down, like was in there. And the man, instead of the man being up like this, the man was down here because his leg was stuck in. I felt so bad. And you can tell like the pain in his eyes when the chauffeur finally opened. It was like, oh my god, I was laughing, but I felt so bad. I couldn't even really laugh. I just held the laughter because it was so
Me
sad.
would have laughed, me sorry.
Oh gosh, man. And it's a little older man, it's not like a young man that you just say, oh well, whatever. It was an older man, and he had like a bag on him back and everything. And the people them trying to pull him out, and it was just not. And the chauffeur just did not care.
Yeah, I meet some of those nasty ones that just
Oh
don't care.
gosh.
There was a time also when I was living in New Verado. Even New Verado have plenty thing. It's offer me plenty thing, you see. So remember I said that I didn't know how to get the guagua at the time, right? So there's this
No, the
time now,
Makina.
the Makina. So now this is when I actually know how to get to the Makina to Militar, and then I have to walk through.
Like a few streets.
Right, so I have to walk like probably a 5 minutes walk from the Militar on 51, cross over to go to Sigera. I know people me tell us me I walk. Every morning I was walking through because that's the only easiest route for me to reach to school early, and also would help me not to wake up and leave the house. Chelsea me tell us so there's this particular house now. Every time I pass, I see this man. Me never really take him for nothing, cause me ever see this man in a pouch. One man, when me a come, Chelsea, me not if the man see me first. But tell me why when I reach up, the man stand up on his steps and pull out him in some style free. Chelsea, me tell you something. Me run, me never stop running me just together. No. So when I was coming back now, me did tell that money, and I was like,
Oh, he didn't follow you?
me not walk, me alone again, me not wait until nobody can pass. Me say, Jesus.
I'm telling you some crazy.
Me not. Me say, how can you do this? It's called a private part for a
No,
reason.
literally.
Jesus, man. Why me been
They
through
are
so much in a life?
crazy. Why?
Me run. Me run.
Yeah, imagine. And them time they say it's a very blue bag. So you know, say blue bag back up with the big one heavy. You know the big register.
Listen, me so walk. Yes, me have the big one. Listen, me so walk with my laptop, everything in my bag, so my bag be heavy. And remember at the time, my school skirt, they kind of little longish.
Yeah.
So you can imagine, cause Mother Mary running in a short skirt.
You know, flat them.
Why, Mr.
That
Boy,
was
me tired.
hilarious. Oh god.
Me stop walk the road by myself. All that why me really leave New Vedada, you know.
Yeah.
All that's add up to.
Yeah, I was just gonna say add up for
Yeah.
real.
Okay. So basically, Cuba full of beige drama people, beige drama.
If it's not one thing, it's the next thing.
And we're gonna pull on the curtain now, right? Hold on, we have a very interesting topic
I
now.
don't know what kind of spicy business you're coming with, but let's go.
What is dating like in Cuba? Cuba is not for dating. It's not for dating.
Why
You
is
come
it?
here for study. Not dating. But let's just put aside that a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like personally, I can never date in Cuba.
Why you say that?
Never. First of all, if me pick up a Cuban man, go carry my
It's not
parents.
funny.
Wait, if me go pick up a Cuban man, you know, some of these Cubans, and if them bathe, them still look dirty. My
That's
mother
true.
go throw water
I
for
can't
me.
even pretend like, oh, that's not true, because it is true. I feel like, well, I don't feel like, from what I've seen, like videos, there's even this Jamaican lady
Mhm.
that says that in the morning, it wasn't necessarily like standard practice for them to bathe in the morning or like brush their teeth because they had to conserve and stuff. And they also use like the bidet, and tissue is very restrictive or expensive for some of them to buy, so they don't necessarily use it. So sometimes they do kind of smell bad. I'm not gonna say
All of them, not all of them.
because you have someone that take care of themselves, bougie even, I would say.
But when I was going home the last time, I met a Cuban guy at the airport, and we were conversating. So he was asking me how I'm enjoying Cuba, whatever, and I was just telling him, and he was like, back then before my time, he was saying to me, I don't know if you guys know the size above this, the big bottle, not
The little one.
the liter. He said that they used to have to use like 1 liter of water to bathe.
Really?
I was like, how was that working? He was like, it wets whatever you, and the soap base, and then you try to, if you think it's not gonna be enough, you just basically like wet it and wipe off the skin. And I was like, that's torturing.
What?
And the thing is, whenever we go out, our bill pass 10,000 pesos.
Okay, let me say, our cheapest bill
Cheap.
passes that.
Yeah, and
including drinks and everything.
a Cuban guy to take me out on a restaurant. I be a pizza, me I'm gonna
And it's not even like the proper Cuban restaurant pizza. It's the little kind of pizza that's like
250 the most.
Yeah.
So I cannot.
Well, okay, that's what we're assuming.
No, not assuming. That are the facts.
You ever go out on a date with a Cuban man for him to do
No,
that?
but first of all, you know the Cuban natural, like the monthly pay. The Cuban in
Yeah,
our
but-
school only get a little stipend when they go to clinic. And how much pesos? I must say 500 pesos.
Yeah, okay. Let's be for real now.
What kind of? Oh no, wait,
Yes.
wait. Imagine there's a Cuban, right? In our school,
Mhm.
you might go to clinic. You must have go home a clinic for get that $500 day. The 500
Why
peso
not?
day. The 500 peso they go carry me out. That is more. That is
Yes,
not
okay.
even taxi
But,
fare.
But you can obviously that some of the Cuban, some of them probably have like an okay lifestyle because they have bikes.
So me go on the pan bike every minute, so me no want to see. No, and okay.
But like,
Even though they have bikes, the food alone for Cuban is hard.
Yeah, I know that they're not gonna necessarily take. To be honest, guys, I'm here defending. I'm not gonna go out with that Cuban.
Me either.
I don't talk to that much Cubans, but the ones that we talk to, it's not that type of conversation to know where their financials like.
Oh yeah,
You
but the way them
understand?
dress and carry themselves, anyways, I'm not talking as if woman they look like say me that human they look at me like me not have no money.
Exactly. So it's like we don't really know, no, but from what we've seen, like I don't think I wouldn't feel okay in myself to be going out with a Cuban and them spending all that money on me, knowing that it could do something better for them.
And
It would feel
it's a
weird.
possibility that if you go with a Cuban, you go pay the bill.
Well, yeah,
And they may have are the most expensive something money. And before me, I would say, why? Come down from this.
See, because send him to go wash the shit in the back because
Because listen, it's just funny. But Cuba has so much, and this is just a tiny bit of what we experience on a daily basis, or what we would have experienced. There's so much, like so much.
to discover.
Exactly. And as I said, there are persons out there who would have experienced worse, or but
And I feel like we're definitely on the like very much level playing field in terms of it's. Yeah, we live in Cuba. We face the same challenges, but not to the same extremities
oh,
as other people. It's just like we're just suffering because we're used to a certain normalcy in
right.
our countries, or But other than that, I don't mind living in Cuba. I really enjoy it. Actually, stop acting like you don't enjoy it. I actually enjoy it. I imagine like not being able to eat, even if you have issues with like light or say for instance your light goes away because when the what's it called apaganes come apaganes is it called the when the light goes away the blackout.
Blackout.
When the blackout goes for like 3 days,
Why?
4 days, food automatically is gonna be spoiled if you don't have a proper fridge or if you keep on
But
opening the fridge
right.
constantly. And imagine you buying okay, say you use your monthly paycheck, which is like around like 30 USD, 20 USD,
20,
if
yeah.
you know that much, buying meat and stuff like
And then they
that.
have to spoil.
All of it spoiled. You didn't get to cook all of it because probably no gas. Where are you gonna get money to pay for it? Like I know it's not the reality of every single person, but it's definitely the reality
Yeah.
of some people, especially if you're a single person household. Because you don't have like imagine, you use one paycheck for this month and then I'll use yours if anything, just to, so it's kinda hard.
It's really, really hard. But guys, this is just some of the things that we suffer. We are suffering. But anyways,
Please.
I'm gonna pull along the curtain right now. I want to if you have reached this far in the video, thank you guys for watching. Make sure subscribe. Also subscribe to my friend channel. And make sure give this video a thumbs up. Head over to the channel and tell us say Hibiscus and me. And see you in my next video.
Guys, don't
Bye.
forget to like, comment,
Share.
subscribe, and share. And turn on your post notification for more videos from Official Hibiscus.
Thank you for watching.
Bye, guys.
Bye.